Can a team of the worst contracts in the NHL come together and win a Stanley Cup as a team? Ah, yes, the worst contracts in the show. Guys who have just absolutely fleeced their organizations and put them into cap trouble, cap hell at that, and basically hindered their team from competing for a Stanley Cup. But what if we threw all of those players onto one team with, of course, the salary cap being off? If it was on, we probably wouldn't be able to make this team in the first place. Could these players go on and win a Stanley Cup? I don't have those answers, but we're going to be finding out here in today's video, as I have created the Akron Thieves. Rate their jerseys 1 to 10. They're going to be consisted of the highest, not the highest contracts, but the worst contracts in the NHL, voted by my chat. So let's go ahead and see what players I will be adding to this team. So here it is. With the help of my chat, I have created the worst contracts in the NHL, thrown them all together on one team. We got Johnny Hockey, John Tavares, and Jamie Benn on that first line, followed by Tom Wilson, Tyler Seguin, and Jonathan Huberdeau. Not a bad top six, but definitely we don't have any superstars. Then we got Bertuzzi, Du Bois, and Koch, and then finally Kyle Okposo alongside Chandler Stevenson and Anders Lee. Defensively, we're honestly pretty good. We got Shea, Doughty, Carlson, and Nurse. And then finally, Seth Jones alongside Colton Parayko. And in goal, this is where we're definitely hurting. We got an 82 overall John Gibson, with Elvis Merlinkins being our backup. Also being an 82, so most likely these guys are going to split the games over the course of a regular season. But honestly, the team could be worse. I think we might actually be a playoff team, and if we're not, dear God, help me. It is now time to name a captain for this team. There's a few candidates. I'm not gonna lie. Drew Doughty, a two-time Stanley Cup winner, is a heavy favorite. A guy like John Tavares, he's actually a captain of a team, being the Toronto Maple Leafs, so maybe he could be one. Jamie Benn's also a captain, but I think, honestly, it's between Doughty and John Tavares. And I think, John Tavares, you haven't won anything. We're going to go Drew Doughty. He has the 2 Stanley Cups he's deserved. Johnny T can get an A, as well as Jamie Benn. There we go. The captaincies are set. We have our leadership group. Ain't no way that Kyle Okposo was a captain of an NHL team, but shout out to that guy, man. Captain of Buffalo, gets traded to Florida, then all of a sudden becomes a Stanley Cup champion. My God. Now, to be honest, I probably am going to go with Jonathan Huberdeau having the worst contract on this team compared to how good of a player he is right now and to his contract. $10.5 million is a lot of money. We could have gone with John Tavares, but Tavares is a much better player than Jonathan Huberdeau is currently in the year 2024. He makes $11 million. Only 1 year left on his deal as well, compared to Huberdeau, who has how much? How many years left does he have? He has 8 years at 10.5. Dear God, Calgary. You guys will be rebuilding anyway, so you guys are probably not going to have to worry about it. Now, as we go ahead and simulate year number 1, if you guys are new to the channel, leave a like and subscribe. Also, make sure you turn on notifications so you get notified when I go live or post a video. And now it is time to see how this team does. 5-2 to start the season is not too shabby whatsoever. Now, the good news is we did make the playoffs in the rough Atlantic Division, 42, 33, and 7, 91 points. The bad news is I don't know how many times we're actually going to do this. So if we miss the playoffs, I might put us in the Metro where Akron actually should be. Toronto is the best team in our division, 51 wins on the season, and for the entire NHL, it was the Colorado Avalanche. They had 56 wins. Toronto was up there. Edmonton, obviously, will always simulate well. New York Islanders, surprisingly, had a very good season. Winnipeg, Dallas, Detroit at the bottom. We have the LA Kings, only winning 29 games. Play for that now. Now, John Tavares, not surprisingly, was our leading scorer. 29 goals, 66 points. Jamie Benn had 52. Johnny Hockey was a minus 22. Tyler Seguin at 45 points. Carlson had an awful season. Dear God, Bertuzzi wasn't that much better. Huberdeau for $10.5 million is going to score 12 goals and 43 points. And if we take a look at our goalies, John Gibson played the majority of the games, 50, 24, 22, and 2. 2 shutouts, and not bad stats, honestly. A .909 save percentage isn't terrible. Cale Makar is going to dominate, leading in scoring with 123 points, followed by McDavid's 118. McKinnon had 111, Rantanen 102, and no other 100-point scorers. Jake Gensel had 91 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And if we take a look at the goals, Shaq Hyman will lead with 50 tucks on the season, followed by Matthews 45, McDavid at 43, McKinnon 43, Pasternak was up there, as well as Braden Point, who had 37. And if we take a look at the goalies, Alexander Georgiev will have the most wins at 47. And for shutouts, it will also go to him with 7. He's most likely probably going to win the Vezina. I mean, a .918 save percentage. He had one hell of a year. And now in the first round of the postseason, take a look. We are facing the Toronto Maple Leafs, which everybody in the chat knows means a Game 7 victory for the Akron Thieves. Surprisingly, there we go. Seth Jones gets us back to within 1. There we go. Tom Wilson. We have a tie game. Do we have to hop in with the Toronto Maple Leafs on the brink of elimination? Oh no, 4-3. All right, here we go. Game 5, a 3-1 series lead for the Akron Thieves. We were down 3-0 after 1, but now we crawled all the way back and we gave up the extra goal. So we're down by 1, trying to get a comeback. Jonathan Huberdeau. That is a horrible pass by Doo. Mitch Marner coming in. The playoff legend, Mitch the Bitch. Over. Nice. Tyler Seguin playing D in the year 2024. I never thought that would happen. Oh my God, the computers are going back and forth here. 9 minutes to go. Willie Nee. What can he do? We got to start putting on the pressure here. Tom Wilson. Move that puck up. Where is John Tavares at? Over. Huberdeau shooting. Rip it. Oh my God. That is a awful shot in the middle. Seguin shooting again. No, we cannot get a good shot on net. Come on. 7 minutes to go. We got to clinch. Will Toronto survive? Matthews trying to toe drag release. Does not work. Up to Tom Wilson. We still have the first line out here. Oh no, we had our second line out here. Wilson draws a power play. So there we go. All right, we got 5:47 to go. We do have a power play. Big win by John Tavares over to Doughty. Seguin. Tavares. What is there? It is. John Tavares will tie the game up with 5.5 minutes to go. Should have been the captain, maybe. He scores a lot of big goals, I'm not going to lie, for a guy who's barely been out of the first round. What a save. And then what a goal by Johnny T, baby. All right, 5:30 to go here. We got a tie game. Let's see what we can do. This is only round number 1. We got a little ways to go as we're trying to remove Toronto from the playoffs. Not in Game 7. Oh, no. What a save. What a save on Willie Nee. The fans of Akron have traveled to Toronto, bought all the tickets, and they're taking over the ACC. Here we go. Johnny Hockey. Can we take the lead? We had a beautiful power play goal. Oh, no. Tummy ache coming down the ice. What is he going to do? John Tavares strips him of the puck. Johnny Gaudreau gets absolutely mauled at the Toronto bench. We got to do something about that. Up to Doughty. There we go. Jamie Benn. What can he do? Benn over. Tavares ripping it, and what a save by the absolute Swiss cheese. That is Joseph Wall. Mitch Marner coming out. We only get a minute to go. Marner looking. Doesn't have anything to do. No. Back to the point. Lilligan blasting it. Absolutely. Couldn't hit a broadside of a barn there. Dear God. Tavares, get the puck out, please. Get it out, Ben. Get your high. There we go. Draw the power play. Another power play to the Akron Thieves. All right, 21 seconds to go in regulation. John Tavares loses the draw. Or actually, no, he wins the draw. My bad. Who? Oh, that's Tyler Seguin is 91. I got to remember the numbers. Yarncroc coming in. No, we're on the power play here, Thieves. What are we doing? One final rush. Seguin over to Stevenson. Stevenson ripping it. Gets a shot on net, but not a great rebound. Huberdeau out in front. Get it in. No. It looks like we are going to be headed to overtime. Overtime in Game 5. We are on the man advantage, so a 5-on-4 power play. Let's see what we can cook up here. John Tavares wins the draw. Back to Nursey. Darnell, what is he looking for? He's looking for the pass. Hockey. Johnny Hockey, what are you doing? Jimmy Benn, back to the point. Back to Darnell. Darnell looking. Oh, that brutal cross-seam pass, or cross-ice pass, I should say, giving John Tavares a wide-open lane to skate to our net. That could have gone very badly. John Tavares, there he is. Johnny T, what do you got? Any magic? Any magic in that stick? Doughty ripping it. Johnny Hockey doesn't even get a shot on net. We have too many Johnnies on our team. Huberdeau, Gaudreau, Tavares. I mean, how many more do we need? Jake McCabe, what is he looking for? Gets bodied at the blue line. Go. Darnell Nurse, why did you not go after that puck, brother? What on earth was that? He had a clear-cut breakaway, and he just, I guess he didn't want it. Tavares, where we go? Johnny T looking. He's looking. Deking in the middle. Over. Gaudreau, saved by Wall. Toronto's going to skate it out. Come on, please. I'm only staying for one overtime. No way I'm watching 2 full periods. The computer's going back and forth. Just, there we go. There we go. Another power play. 13:49 left in OT. What can we do? Back to, okay, we lost it. Why? Oh, Huberdeau. Over to Carlson. Eric Carlson walking in. What on earth kind of shot was that, dude? Say again. Looking to Carlson. Over. Stevenson. I didn't even know who that was. My bad. All right, Chandler Stevenson. There he is. One of the worst current contracts in the middle. Come on, man. We can't even get a clear shot. Like, we need a good chance here. Stevenson looking. They're just trying these 1-2s back and forth. Wall has no energy. We need a shot on net, dude. We need somebody to get a good shot on net. Back to the point. Huberdeau ripping it again, getting blocked in front. It feels like the Akron Thieves have zero offense right now. Halfway through the overtime frame. Oh, no. Horrible turnover to McMahon, my bad. Nicholas Robertson sauces it to Liljegren. Shooting. And a great save by John Gibson. No, Robertson in the middle. There we go. Carlson skated out. Erik Karlsson. Probably the best defenseman of his generation. Not going to lie. Looking. Waiting. Shooting. And Joseph Wall will make the save. We need this draw win. Win the draw. No, it seems... Oh, we did win it. Over. Nurse. Huberdeau. I got to tell Huberdeau to shoot that puck there. There's no reason why he should not shoot it. You're not going to get a better chance than that. You're the computers. Come on now. In the middle. Oh, no. Nicholas Robertson. A great save by John Gibson. Darnell. Skate that puck out. Moves it up to Karlsson. Move it up. Up to Huberdeau. Skating. Huberdeau looking. He's going to find the middle. No, he's not. He's going to turn it over. And he's going to take a penalty as well. Oh, my God. Jonathan Huberdeau at $10.5 million. The worst contract on this team. Might have just costed us the season. I'm not going to lie. We got to sit here and see the computers cook up some offense. Mitch Marner. Back to Ekman-Larsson. Blasting it. Nice rebound. No. John Gibson was down. And the Toronto Maple Leafs will force a Game 6 back in Akron, Ohio, as Mitch Marner will score the overtime winner. It is a close game here in game number 6. A 1-0 lead for the BBC Thieves. Also, yes, BBC is their abbreviation. We got to hold on to this lead. John Gibson, I'm laying all my trust into you, buddy. 8 minutes to go in this third period. Can we eliminate the Toronto Yanks in round number 1 as their first round woes will continue as we are headed off to round number 2. Now, unfortunately, the competition does ramp up as we have the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round, a much tougher team to deal with in the playoffs, but I do believe in Akron to get the job done. We are down 3-1 in the series and 2-1 in the game. Can we force a Game 6 back on home ice just like Toronto did? Come on now. I know Toronto didn't win the series. Somebody step up. It's a 1-goal game. What are we doing? We need a goal. Please. Sagan, Tavares, Huberdeau, somebody. All right, here we go. 2:59 to go. So basically 3 minutes we have to work with to try to tie this game up and force Game 6 back on home ice. Hedman over to Nick Paul. Shooting. And a great save by John Gibson, who will play the puck. Not a lot of time to work with. I think a minute left to go. I'll pull my goalie. Get it in deep, Shea. There we go. Around to Tom Wilson. He's waiting. In the middle, Sagan ripping a shot. Rebound. Rebound is there. What a save by Andrei Vasilevsky. I probably should have pulled the goalie if we get them hemmed in here. No, they get out. Ezamont over to Watson. And, oh my God. Is that Austin Watson? Will just come in and absolutely snipe it top shelf on John Gibson. As the Akron Thieves are going to end up losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning in 5 games. Shout out Victor Hedman for getting the C on his sweater, but dear God. A tough hole that we have dug ourselves here. 20 seconds to go. This game is pretty much over. We're getting dominated by Tampa Bay. Maybe they were just a better team overall, as Drew Doughty will skate it out. 10 seconds to go. The BBC Akron Thieves are going to fall short of their goal, which was a Stanley Cup here in year number 1. Vasi will make the save. He'll play it as the Tampa Bay Lightning dominate us in 5 games in the second round as we face a very early playoff exit. Somehow, some way, Canada will get the cup yet again. The Winnipeg Jets will defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. The team that we lost to, if we had to beat Tampa Bay, maybe it was our year, but I guess we still have 4 more years to cook with, so we still do have some time to win a Stanley Cup. Now, in the playoff run, Erik Karlsson had 3 goals and 8 points. Drew Doughty had 7. Tyler Seguin, 6, 3-3, not bad. Tom Wilson had 6. Tyler Bertuzzi, 6. If we take a look at John Gibson, Gibson was good, man. He had a .500 record, 1 shutout, a .910 save percentage, so he was saving a lot of shots. Cale Makar will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, Hart Trophy, and the Norris, while the Maurice Richard will go to Shaq Hyman, the Conn Smythe to Josh Morrissey. Cam Talbot will somehow steal the Vezina away from, who was it? I believe Georgiev from the Colorado Avalanche, and the Selke will go to Sasha Barkov. As we head into the second season, I did remove the Thieves from the Atlantic and put them into the Metro Division, a much easier division compared to the Atlantic, to see if we can have maybe more success in the regular season. And maybe we can even go farther in the playoffs if we do play in an easier division. Now, at the end of the second season, the Akron Thieves will be pretty good. I mean, 43 wins, 32 losses, 7 in overtime for 93 points. Third in the Metro behind the Rangers and the Washington Capitals, who somehow won 48 games. The Oilers were the best team in the league, winning 56, followed by Washington. Holy hell, did they ever have a good season? Winnipeg was up there. They're the defending champs. The Rangers were good. Tampa Bay, Colorado, St. Louis, and at the bottom, we have the sad and lonely Columbus Blue Jackets, who, believe it or not, are actually tied with the Toronto Maple Leafs in playoff series wins in the last 20 years. John Tavares, yet again, had a pretty good season. I mean, 22 goals, 62 points. Jamie Benn had 58, Huberdeau 58. So he actually played a lot better this season. Sagan wasn't bad. Johnny Hockey wasn't terrible. Carlson, dear God, only 8 goals at an 88 overall. What happened to this man? 101 points. He was a minus 26. I mean, he was playing on San Jose, but still. Tyler Bertuzzi was bad, as well as Drew Doughty, who I stripped of the captaincy and put it on John Tavares for that amazing tying goal that he scored in the game. 22 wins, 5 shutouts for Gibson, as well as a .916 save percentage, so he's simulating very well. Dear God, Connor McDavid, 133 points, the Art Ross winner, followed by Shaq Hyman, who had 113. Kyle Connor had 108. Evan Bouchard, 100. So the Oilers had 3 100-point scorers in the NHL. If we take a look at the goal side, Shaq Hyman, 61 tucks on the season. Kyle Connor had 58. McDavid, 56. Matthews, honestly, has not really been simulating too well. Brandon Pointed was good, as well as Gabriel Landeskog. And for goalies, taking a look at the wins, Stuart Skin Daddy will have 46, leading all goalies. And shutouts will beat Thatcher Demko with 7 on the season. And now instead in the first round, we are going up against Igor Shesterkin and the New York Rangers. Here we go, third period. Can we force a Game 7? Our season is on the line yet again. We have a 3-2 lead in the third period over the Rangers. Shots are 34-31, so a very tight and close hockey game as the Rangers try to hold on. 3 minutes to go. Can we get it done? Are we going to force 7? And we will force a Game 7 back in Madison Square Garden. Can we shut it down? John Gibson, I need a massive third period performance. There we go. Darnell Nurse chips in. Oh no. Jones makes it a 2-goal game. We're not out of the woods yet. We are not. No, Lafreniere will get them back to within 1. Come on, John Gibson. Shut the door, dude. What are you doing? No, John Gibson. Oh my God. Gibson is absolutely selling right now in this third period. What on earth is going on? We had a 5-2 lead, and all of a sudden, we are headed to overtime. Here we go. Game 7 overtime after being up 5-2. Literally, my stomach is in the toilet right now. I don't know what to think. John Gibson absolutely sold. I believe we have Merz Lincolns in the net right now. Oh no, Panarin. Back to the point. Great save by Merz Lincolns. Literally, John Gibson got pulled in the third period of Game 7. What are we going to do? Johnny Hockey. What can you do, buddy? Good draw. Walking in. Finding the middle. There it is. Tavares gets absolutely robbed by Igor Shesterkin. Come on, Akron, Ohio. What can we do? Jamie Benn back to Brady Shea. Doesn't get a clear shot on net, unfortunately. Adam Fox up to Breadman. Artemi Panarin over to Lafreniere. What a save by Elvis Merzlikins, keeping us in this game. Absolutely highway robbery. Oh no, Fox over to Breadman. Back to Laffy. Over to Fox. They're moving it around. The computers are doing whatever they want to us right now. Come on. I need my team to cook. Drew Doughty. Where are we going? Drew Doughty walking in? Drew Doughty OT winner? Is this 2014? Oh no. Never mind. Lindgren. Ryan Lindgren walking in. He's going to find the high guy. I know he is. There it is. Fox. And Adam Fox will score the overtime winner as in round number 1. Unfortunately, the Akron Thieves will fall short yet again. A Game 7 defeat in overtime after leading 5-2. That is like Toronto Maple Leafs level of selling as John Gibson turned into Jack Campbell in that third period and costed us our entire season. Literally our whole season is gone now. And the Colorado Avalanche will go on and win the Stanley Cup as they defeat Florida in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Dear God, that should have been Edmonton. What happened? God damn. It honestly should have been the Akron Thieves as well. We lost in round number 1 this season, and then last season, it was the second round. John Tavares will be our leading scorer in the playoffs. He only had 5 points in 7 games, also 3 goals, which is tough. Erik Karlsson had 5 points, Tom Wilson 4, but was he had 24 penalty minutes in 7 7 games. My God, Tom Wilson was on one. And if we take a look at goalies, Merzlikins, he had a 928, but when it mattered the most, he sold in the third period. I thought it was John Gibson in the net. My apologies, but Elvis Merzlikins, regardless of the fact that you were good for 6 games, you were horrible in that third period. Connor McDavid will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross and Hart Trophy. Shaq Hyman, the Maurice Richard, Evan Bouchard, the Norris. The Conn Smythe will go to Cale Makar, Sergei Bobrovsky, the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Ryan O'Reilly from Tim Hortons. If you know, you know. The Akron Thieves are giving me some hope. A 51-win season, 25 losses, 6 in overtime, 108 points. Our best season of the entire video, as we would finish as the 5th best team in the entire league, behind Edmonton, New York, Colorado, and the Winnipeg Jets. Man, Winnipeg won 57 games this season. That's crazy. Erik Karlsson finally realized he's a Norris Trophy winner, put up 71 points, leading our team. John Tavares had 66. Sagan had a good season, 28 goals. Jamie Benn wasn't bad, as well as Bertuzzi. And if we take a look at John Gibson, he had a 927 save percentage, 2 shutouts, and 26 wins. So they split the games, both of them. Merzlikins and Gibson, I mean, Merzlikins played damn near 50, but still. Braden Point is going to lead the entire NHL in scoring with 101 points, and for goals, it will go to Tummy Ache Matthews, who had 53 on the season. In round number 1, we have the Battle of Ohio between the Akron Thieves and the Columbus Blue Jackets. We literally got dog walked by the Columbus Blue Jackets of all teams. I don't know where we go from here. You know what? I'm going to go one more season, one more chance for the Akron Thieves to finally go on and win a goddamn Stanley Cup, because, dear God, we have not had any luck whatsoever. After winning like 52 games, we don't even get out of round number 1. And the Vegas Golden Knights will go on and beat the Toronto Tummy Aches in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. Tyler Seguin was our leading scorer. No goals and 4 apples. John Tavares did have 3 goals. Huberdeau wasn't very good. Neither was Tom Wilson, Karlsson. Taking a look at our goalies here, Merzlikins. Yeah, okay, we're going with John Gibson for the entirety of the 4th and final season, I believe. Now, in the final season, yet again, we do make the playoffs. 46, 31, and 5, 97 points, as we were 3rd in the Metro. Winnipeg, the best team in the league, winning the President's Trophy, 55 wins on the season. Florida had 53, followed by the Bruins, Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Dallas. And at the bottom, we have the Calgary Flames, who were straight poverty. John Tavares, 23 goals, 82 points, leading our team. Jamie Benn actually scored 25 goals. Karlsson had 57, 52 for Ben. I mean, not a lot of offense, if I'm being honest. And for goalies, John Gibson, 910 save percentage. I'm making sure he starts in the postseason. William Nylander will lead the league in scoring with 114 points. And for goals, it will go to Austin Matthews, who had 57. And yet again, we have another first round matchup up against the New York Rangers, a very tough team. So hopefully we can finally get by them in our final season of the video. We are all tied up in game 7 of round number 1. Bertuzzi gives us the lead. Can we head to the second round in our final season? Come on, the Akron Thieves. I need you guys to cook. I made sure John Gibson was the starting goalie for game 7, as, oh no, Capo Caco will tie the game up at 3. No, Matt Rempe? Are you kidding me? You literally cannot script it. EA Sports is literally trolling me right now. Matt Rempe is going to get the go-ahead goal and possibly the game winner, as we have less than a minute to go. Pull the goalie. Bertuzzi walking in. Rebound. Come on. No, Akron. Don't let them out. Full pressure. Don't let them shoot. There we go. Who was that? Pierre-Luc Dubois. Gonna do it himself. Get on him. There we go, Dubois. Absolute tank out there. We need our first line, though. We need our first line to get out there and start cooking. Come on. Lindgren, empty net, 10 seconds to go. No. Here we go. Doughty. One final rush. John Tavares. I need some magic. Johnny T. Johnny T. Johnny T. Over Goodrow. Doesn't get a shot on net. Johnny Hockey. No. As Matt Rempe will score the game winner for the New York Rangers in game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, as the Akron Thieves yet again have another first round exit. It was just not meant to be. I mean, coincidentally enough, the worst contracts in the NHL would not be able to go all the way and win a Stanley Cup if they created a team together. Who would have predicted this? And somehow the Vancouver Canucks will go all the way, beating Tampa Bay in Game 7 of the Finals for the very first time in franchise history to grab their first Stanley Cup. Individually, we did only play 7 games. Erik Karlsson was our leading point man with 8 points. Anders Lee had 3 and 3 for 6 points. Stevenson 5. John Tavares wasn't that good. Jack Johnny Hockey wasn't good. Most of our players definitely folded. And John Gibson did play all 7 games, but unfortunately for him, he played terrible. Willie Nee will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross and Hart Trophy. Austin Matthews, the Maurice Richard, Cale Makar, the Norris, JT Miller, the Conn Smythe, Bob the Vezina, and the Selke will go to Ryan O'Reilly. And that is going to do it for this video. Unfortunately, we were not able to capture the Stanley Cup with a team full of the worst contracts in the NHL. I think what we're going to do next is we're going to throw a team of the best contracts in the show and see if they can actually go together and finally bring home Lord Stanley. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave some support on it. I would like to say thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.